Black Ops 7 has revealed their gameplay trailer.
Yay!
And it is a trailer.
That's crazy.
It has everything that a shooter would have. I mean, I feel like they keep reusing the same path, except in every trailer they just put new obstacles in it. But what I can see, it's the same thing that we've seen from Black Ops 6. I mean, you can grab people, put grenades on them. I guess that's new.
That's cool.
You can, I guess, and then they're showing off the different weapons, the different attachments. But I mean, just from the general vibe of this trailer, I'm getting Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 vibes from this. This isn't anything new. This is just a culmination of things that have already been used in previous Call of Duties, and now they're just marketing it as something refreshed, which I don't really see. I mean, we've got akimbo pistols from what I can see in the trailer. We got some new scores.
You can go from, so at least the way they made it in the trailer look like that you can go from doing single gunfire to akimbos, which that would be cool. It's not like it has to be just single or double, but who really knows until you see actual gameplay.
Right. I don't know. I think there's just a lot of fatigue with Call of Duty, and maybe not just the game, but also the publisher itself, Activision, because they've had a history for so long of not listening to their community. And now people they're just tired of it. And anytime you try to bring something out that's new, people have this bad taste in their mouth from the previous iterations. And a lot of people are just expecting the same old thing with this new title. The one thing I do see that's kind of new is the score streaks have overclocks on them. For example, I'm looking at the little dog that runs around, has an overclock. I don't know if these are two different things that you can pick in the menu. One is sentry mode, and it has an integrated trophy system, a supply pack, and then it has also a larger battery that can increase its duration. But does any of this appeal to you? I mean, you play Black Ops 6. Okay.
No, and here's the thing. And I've listened to a bunch of streamers and YouTubers that have gone over it. Like, I'm gonna totally date myself here. I didn't play past Black Ops 3. I really didn't. That was not in my genre of game I wanted to play. I was already burnt out from Modern Warfare 1 and 2 at that point, and normal Black Ops. It's just, to be honest with you, a lot of the mechanics, I'm not going to be popular for the opinion, but they just seem dated for like a Call of Duty game. Like, you're like, okay, we're not going to do Omni movement. Okay, sure, whatever. Then, hey, we're not going to do jetpacks, but we can do double jump off a wall. Like, I like, cool. Don't get me wrong. Cool. If that's your cup of tea, great. But for me, I'm going to be really honest. If I would even consider playing Black Ops 7, I'm going to play zombies. And I'm not even a zombie player.
Right, that's true.
I find that way more interesting than playing multiplayer, especially seeing the state of it was in Black Ops 6. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Going back to maybe this, because for me, this seems like the most Call of Duty game that they've made in a while. Modern Warfare 2019, a lot of people praise that Call of Duty because of all the things that they changed and the gunplay. Also, I still think is one of the best campaigns that they've made for a Call of Duty game. But this one feels more like back to how the older ones felt, like Black Ops 4. Like that really standard arcade movement. By toning down the Omni movement, are you saying that there's not going to be like a lot of, because I don't know what it was like in Black Ops 6. So
well, and here's the thing, the multiplayer, it was very small maps. Like, you were, don't get me wrong, you were getting busy, and you were getting busy quick. Like, as a complete masochist, like, I loved it, but also I didn't like it as well, because like, I guess it's not really hard to explain, but if you never really played a Call of Duty, like, there needs to be some type of like okay, it takes me a few seconds to like get into the map, right? Like, let me take a couple steps. What lane do I want to go down? Like, the whole team shouldn't be on the other objective in 15 seconds. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and a lot of people that are playing maybe listen to it. There's an apartment building where you fight within like 3 apartments. It is the most chaotic, frustrating, but funnest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But like, it's like a modern day shipment is the best way to kind of talk about it. But it's in an apartment building. But it's just, I don't know, the amount of hackers that get into it, the amount of just, maybe it's me, maybe I'm old, maybe I'm a grandpa, maybe FaZe, whatever his funny self is, maybe I am a grandpa. I don't, like, I want to have some type of thing where like I load in and I don't get my face blown off by a freaking shotgun immediately. So I would like a slightly bigger map. It doesn't have to be, Battlefield big, but something where I feel like I take a couple of steps and I can like figure out what the hell is going on and then engage. That's what I would like.
Right, because I think spawn trapping is like one of the main things Call of Duty has like had a fight with, like across the entire, I don't know, I guess the entire spans of like all of these games. It has always been a problem, but I think the biggest problem, now is just Activision not listening to anybody, continuing to ruin the identity and the what's the word, like the style of the game within like the first 1 to 2 seasons, not even bothering to even put in a simple filter so those that do not want to see those skins can just enjoy the game organically as it was meant to be played. They won't even do that. And now, because obviously excitement is like through the roof for Battlefield 6. I typed in Black Ops 7 on YouTube and still got a Battlefield 6 video recommended to me. The excitement is through the roof for Battlefield, and on top of that, I mean, people just want something brand new. People have been asking for something grounded, something that's gritty, something that feels like you're actually in a war, or at least like just the adrenaline rush from being in a gunfight. People miss that. And also people just miss a game maintaining its art style from beginning to end. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm kind of concerned about Battlefield 6, trying to do the same thing. Hopefully we don't do that. But yeah, I think if this game were taken in a vacuum without people having the experience with Activision in the past, I believe people might actually love this Black Ops, because this is almost hitting at the core of Call of Duty again. I'm just looking at like the standard arcade movement. Like, it definitely looks like something I played before.
Well, it has COD familiarity, though.
Right.
At that point, like, it is a COD game.
Right.
But maybe this is the result of Call of Duty, for lack of better terms, being unchecked for the last 4 years.
That's also
right?
true. Absolutely, yeah.
And let's just call it what it is. There's no real big innovation. And if you go to any big time streamer or whatever, Warzone is stale. They brought back Verdansk that was done in, I don't know, years ago. That is absolutely not a fresh map. They keep talking about bringing in, there's another map, but they keep pushing that back. It's a COD game, and it will be COD. Now, but don't get me wrong, I'm not interested in Black Ops 7 because it's not, there's no innovation to it. But if I had to like have an honest conversation with myself, there's already talks about Modern Warfare 4 that's in development. That's the game I wouldn't mind playing, because at that point, Battlefield has put everybody on notice in the FPS shooter realm.
Right.
And not to mention everything that's going on with the buyout of the company and all that. But the amount of effort they're dumping into that, I don't care about Black Ops 7 because that's going to be what it is, because that's going to be on an old engine. Modern Warfare 4 is going to be on a newer engine, and that's going to have, you have to come back with something.
Right. You're going to get your player base back.
Because Battlefield's going to stomp it into the ground come midnight of October 9th. It's not a good thing.
Not only that, Call of Duty, if they do that, it'll also keep Battlefield on its toes. Because
Absolutely.
then they'll have something to fear. I don't want Battlefield or EA getting comfortable knowing that nobody's going to leave. No, I want these two to go at each other. Now, back in the day, younger people don't remember this, but back in the day, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty, and Battlefield coexisted together. And honestly, I could easily jump between COD and Battlefield and have a fantastic time. There were two games that were incredibly grounded, but you got a completely different gaming experience on two of them. We didn't have all the crazy skins or anything like this. It was just about the core gameplay. And, you know, if you wanted to get, if Battlefields get a little bit too intense, or, you know, you're getting tired of that, you just hop on COD with your friends, you know, play that for a little bit. You want a more, you wanted more close quarter combat without worrying about getting ran over. I mean, that's what COD used to be, but now it's just, COD has gotten so comfortable now. They just, for so long, they felt like they can just do anything. I mean, 2042 basically took itself out of the game completely.
Well, yeah, I mean that was a whole debacle, but that was from leadership on that side,
right?
Well, you
exactly.
know what? I'm glad you mentioned it, and I know we always kind of poo-poo on one or the other, and truthfully, as a gamer, I really do want the healthy competition because we as the consumer benefit from that.
Exactly.
And anybody that plays Call of Duty, if you're really looking in the mirror and having an objective view about it, the series is not good right now.
It's not.
Now, could you get onto it and just play it and have fun? Yes, that's not what I'm saying. I got on there and I dumped another 100 hours into it because I was camo grinding. But can you get on there and play? Yes. But if you're going to get on there and objectify it as like the game you think it should be, it is not. And the industry knows that, but they've been a juggernaut and they can't do anything about it because they don't care. But it's also cool, like you said, like, there are times I get on Battlefield and I'm like, dude, I can't do it. I just can't. You get into a sweaty map and then I'm like, I want to go get a kill streak and I just want to go let my anger out, right? Because it's not tactical. I could run around like a madman and I'm good. But then there are times I get into a sweaty ass lobby in Call of Duty and I'm like, I need teamwork. I need somebody that's going to do something and not worry about an 80-1 type of map. I need you to play the objective so I can go back. Right. But I don't know, man. I'm interested to see kind of what some of these quote unquote newer things that they're bringing back, some of the newer maps or whatever. Honestly, I think you and I had this conversation a couple of weeks ago. I don't think I'm gonna buy it. I think I might jump on Game Pass if it's there.
That's the
I
right
will
way.
give it a try. To be honest, like I'll try it. But if it's gonna resemble Black Ops 6, like I don't know if I'm gonna be on Game Pass very long at that point.
They're starting to get like Madden a little bit, you know, just completely put, not as bad as, you know, leaving assets in in newer games. I don't think they've gotten that bad, but they're heading towards that direction if they continue like this. Yeah, competition is good. It's healthy. I hope the Call of Duty comes out with Modern Warfare 4. That was actually one of my favorites series. That I think Infinity Ward back in the day was the one that was making those. But yeah, hopefully some healthy competition will keep Battlefield in line so we don't get any crazy skins in there. Also, going back to what you said about teamwork, that's another core component that, you know, sometimes you get tired of having to rely on your teammates to do stuff in Battlefield. Sometimes you just cannot get any cohesion with your squad and your team overall. And so sometimes you just want to hop on COD, get it. You feel like a badass for a little bit until that skill-based matchmaking puts you in your place. But
well, it's just at the end of the day, I like, and honestly, I'm glad Call of Duty's been doing what they've been doing because it's going to make Battlefield a really good game, but that's not what this is about. I hope it's a little bit of a wake-up call for Call of Duty.
Right.
Truthfully, in a positive way. I don't want the industry. I don't want the developers to go away. I don't want the game to go away.
Right.
I want Call of Duty to be 50% of what it used to be. That's it. That's give me a little bit of nostalgia of get in there, ground and pound. I don't care. Give me all the freaking weird call or kill streaks. I'm cool with that. That's why I get on there.
Exactly.
I don't want to fight Donatello and Michelangelo. I don't want to do that.
It's supposed to be like this high action Hollywood game where it's just like borderline ridiculous. That's what I get on Call of Duty for. Not just like you said. I don't want to see the turtles running around or Godzilla or King Kong. I don't want to see that.
I don't. Dude, there's no reason why the Diablo character should be chasing me down on shipment or whatever the hell I was playing. Like, what's happening? What is going on? I'll go play Diablo if I want to see Diablo characters.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it was just a bad call. It was a bad decision. I'm sure they made a lot of money, but still. They made
shit tons of money. I do want to say this, though. I do know Call of Duty Next is going on. Like, it went on today. I think it was at like 4:30. So I'd be interested to see kind of what this new, like if there were any new announcements or anything like that. I think that would be an interesting kind of take of what's going on.
Right. And my last thought is like, once we've had our fill of Battlefield, I will be excited to see what Call of Duty's answer is. Like
Modern Warfare 4. And I want that to come and be a juggernaut. I really do.
Yeah, and I just want everybody to be on the same page for once. I want leadership to allow the creatives to do what they want to do without feeling like they're being handheld the entire time. That's all I want. I want creators to be able to do their work without, somebody looking over their shoulder. But
you know what I want? I got to be honest with you. 100% what I want. Okay, Battlefield is really taking shots at Call of Duty right now. Like where they just blew up Zac Efron and Jimmy Butler and Morgan Wallen and whatever, the MMA fighter. I want Call of Duty to come back with such a fury. I need them to do exactly what Battlefield's doing to them. Like that's
right, exactly.
I want the Titans to go at it, and that would just tickle me freaking into oblivion.
Right. Before we end, one little note I did like was the fact that something I felt like should have been in the game for the longest time was the ability to send your blueprint to another person. Like, so if they want to use your gun, you could just send the blueprint.
That's gonna be diabolical.
Yeah, I really like that, and that's a system that I would like to see in other FPS games. Also, I want to say that COD does have one of the best customizations for weapons. The Gunsmith system is still fantastic to me. Although it might be a balancing nightmare in Warzone, but I still think it is the best customization system for weapons I've seen in a long time. But yeah, I don't have any other thoughts. Ghost, did you have anything to add?
Nope. I am completely just ready to see what's going to happen here.
Absolutely. Can't wait. Definitely can't wait for Battlefield next week. But yeah.
What? Crazy excited. Took the day off. Going down.
Cannot wait. But
all
yeah,
you ladies.
What? Anyway, let us know in the comments his mic might have died or his headset might have died.
I definitely just muted myself. Just let your mans know that he will be grabbing Alpha, Delta, and Echo between Friday and Monday.
But yeah, let us know in the comments what you thought of Black Ops 7 trailer, whether you'll buy it or you just skip it. And obviously, a lot of people just been leaving comments under the video talking about how they can't wait to play Battlefield 6. But yeah, let us know what you thought of the trailer. Also, thank you to all the new subscribers. We're finally breached over 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, we appreciate the support. Make sure, above all else, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss a video. And we will catch you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.